Welcome back to NRG Gaming. Today we're going to be doing a Kaldheim. Oh, that's from EverQuest. Hold up. Kaldheim.
Yep.
Stupid Dwarf Kingdoms.
Fucking
Hey,
nailed
welcome back to NRG Gaming. Today we're going to be doing a quick draft Kaldheim. I got my friends here with me. Let's just jump right into it. You guys are sponsored by my new company, though.
We are
Mayo.
sponsored. We are,
it. Mayo bread.
Mayo Bread is the new company.
Here, listen, YouTube. We've got a new product coming out. It's better than any of this Magic the Gathering bullshit. How many of you have to buy your jars individually, buy your bread individually? How many of you would be interested in loaves of bread that just already come
That
slathered in
already
mayo?
have. I'm interested, Nick. Tell me more about it.
No, that's literally all it is. I've already told you every single detail. It's bread pre-slathered in mayo. Go ahead and hit the like button.
Me personally,
Demolish
I
that-
waste so much time spreading mayonnaise on my bread, and I was just thinking, like, why can't my bread just be packaged
We're
with
getting
mayonnaise
fucking
in
flagged for
between
this.
each slice?
Every order of mayo bread, I'll personally put the mayo on there for you.
Because we actually don't have any infrastructure yet. It's just Nick
Please-
slathering up your bread in mayo.
Please refrigerate mayo bread after opening.
All right, let's get into the draft. So this is not a horrible pack. Right off the bat, we have the Battle of Brett card, we have Usher, and we have the Packmate. With the Packmate probably being my number one pick. What do you guys see?
I kind of like the saga.
The saga's kind of cool. It is a little bit pigeonholy. Green white tokens is pretty powerful. Usher of the Fallen's not bad if you want to go into like an aggressive style deck and just get that going right away. I also like Packmate. I mean, I kind of wish the Snowland was like an actual Snowland, but we could force snow. That's something we haven't tried yet.
We have not tried forcing snow. We've been doing more aggressive decks.
Well-
but hey, what of our last 5 drafts? 3 of them have been 7 wins with their aggression.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think I'm going to go with Packmate here. It's something we haven't done, and any
like Packmate.
streamer would pick this card. So let's go ahead and pick the Packmate. So nothing amazing in this pack. Squash isn't bad. Glade Walker isn't bad.
I think we got to keep going with aggression if we're gonna get 7 wins. But if we're trying to have fun,
Well, you can do some pretty powerful stuff too. Aggro just tends to be more consistent in formats like these when people are dicking around.
I'm feeling the squash. What are you guys feeling?
I think squash is okay. If we want to kind of stay green here, you can also pick up like the Glade Walker. It's a
That was my second consideration. I could see us getting Glade Walker later, which is a changeling giant for squash.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
That was kind of my thought process.
I think I'd prefer the removal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the R in the Bush
And
method.
bread. Mayo.
Yeah,
Limbo, of course, is great. Sculptor is great if we're trying to force snow here.
We're off snow at this point.
I mean, we got a snowland right here.
Oh, you had
Yeah, but-
Snowland on the other ones too.
Mountain and plains are not the best snowlands. You want to be base green, blue, or black generally. Provoke is okay here. It's a little clunky. I like Linda. If we want to kind of keep our curve a bit aggressive, the Berserker is also pretty good. I don't really like the Sculptor here because it's not like a payoff, but it's like not a reason on its own to be in the snow deck, you know? You'd want to have your lands first before you pick it.
So if we're trying to force snow, then we should aggressively.
Yeah,
so we're
yeah.
done forcing snow. All right, let's do it.
Ooh, the U pairs nicely with Linda.
It does.
And that Augur is perfect for forcing. Oh, it's not. That's the shittier one.
Saw it coming. Classic.
This is also not a horrible card.
Yeah, I think it's reasonable. Tormentor's Helm is also reasonable. I kind of like the idea of red green big stuff here.
Yeah.
It seems like we're getting some options.
We haven't drafted this yet. We have some synergy, so let's go for it.
Ooh, what's that I see?
Is that a pick? That's a snap pick, right?
Yeah, it's the
Forcing snow.
best card in the set by a lot.
Yeah, I mean, there's no gold vein pick.
No, we're wasting our time right now, Nick. You're wasting the viewer's time.
You are.
Listen, we are not aggressive enough to leverage the pick yet.
I think Frost is okay because it still counts as ramp, but there is
Yeah.
some land destruction in the set, so
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about people drafting.
Raider's a fine 2-drop.
Let's go with Glittering Frost. This is a giant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could take the big.
It also
dumb.
just if fits our big dumb red green archetype, and also start taking the mountains too.
We're going to get absolutely destroyed.
And that's what you think, and that's also what I think.
Mhm.
We're going to get some snow here. Nothing in the pack looks good. This guy's all right.
I'd like to fill out the curve first before we just start taking off-color snowlands for no reason. And Broken Wings is maybe okay to main deck. We'll probably be able to get a different copy though.
Yeah,
Let's take the Raider.
do it.
Just making sure we don't get run over.
How much does that mob cost?
That's a 5 cost. That's not too good. I'd rather start getting some snow here.
Just remember, incidental snow is not always useful.
Boom.
There's
Not a
another.
lot of powerful cards here.
Yeah, that's okay. If you hard signal your lane early in a draft, you have a much higher chance of getting better cards for your deck later on, right? We are drafting against bots, so
I like the Sentinel.
Yeah.
Snow covered.
I'd take the Berserker here probably.
All right, take the Berserker. It has haste, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, take that.
Haste is nice if you're beating down a little bit, but it's also just it'll trade for another 3-drop.
Yeah.
Sometimes it trades for a 2-drop, but we're mostly trying to just stay alive.
I think we take the only green. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's take the pick.
Dude, these bots don't know value if it can slap them in the face. You can crew the plow too. Oh.
Binding of the Old Gods is really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for our deck because it's ramp as well.
A Rune of Might is decent here. I might just take Binding and try and pick up a splash. In worst case, we can ditch it.
You don't want the Rune of Might?
No, I don't think so. I think this is just too good just with the ramp.
All right, let's do it.
Good. And it's a fixer. Well, I guess we don't really need much fixing now, but I think that's really hard to turn down. I'm looking at the Demon Bolt. Oh, we got a legendary.
Yeah, legendary.
Oh, Herald. He's for Black Green Elves. We're not looking at that.
I'm thinking Demon Bolt here.
Yeah, I'm on board with that. What is that monkey?
The monkey.
The red card? Oh,
That's
it's not a monkey.
giant wizard.
Kind of looked like King Kong. Thought this was a promo for the Kong versus Zilla.
You know, Finn isn't bad here for slowing down the game.
Mm-hmm.
Sculptor's not bad for ramp if we do get some snow lands.
Can you hover over the giant wizard again? I didn't actually read it. I was looking. Creatures that you control that have creature type in common.
Yeah.
That might not be bad.
Well, we have 4 berserkers.
Yeah, so we have Zerkers because that's typically red-black. We have some giants. If you can pick up some changelings, like if that comes down and nugs something for... Because it's any target.
4 mana, 4/2. I really don't feel like this is great.
But on its face, if you play it and remove a creature, right?
Yeah.
Could be good. I'm also fine with taking Finn as just a blocker, but think of the upside.
Yeah, what if we run into a whole bunch of Death Touch?
Gold Vein Pick could help us get to our bigger minions and as a fixer for binding the Old God.
And it's the best card in the set.
Yeah.
The bots don't seem to value it. Let's go with Finn here.
All right.
I'm fine with that. Another thing for consideration, not now, but later on, is maybe picking up a Snakeskin Veil.
Yeah.
It's pretty powerful at countering people's stuff. Ooh, the blue-green dual land. Or another Linda. Oh, well, you can also pick up a random drop. I kind of like Hulk, too. It fills out the curve a bit.
This is a fixer. It can get us black.
Or we could take Linda.
I don't think they can. It values that.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I mean, how much late game do we need?
I think 2 worms just wins us the game for sure. I on board for Seeker though. I think that's very defensive. We probably want to get the Grim Jogger out of there though.
Vandal would be good. Yeah. Replicating ring for snow, but we're not.
It also ramps, right? Because it taps on its own. So
yeah, let's go replicating ring. I know Logan isn't going to argue. He likes.
I love that card.
Vandal's also fine there. I kind of like the green white one, but we're not there. We could have forced it. We just went all in.
Nothing's really standing me out to this pack. I'm thinking like maybe the Raider.
Yeah.
The Glade Warden's like okay.
So we have Glade Walker. We have Master Scald synergy. We have
it's good if we want to get binding, but I think I would only want to splash for Scald if we get like 2, maybe 3 sagas. Glade Walker is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Rune of Speed is kind of cool if you have stuff like Pick, but we're not really in that theme.
Go with the Glade Walker for now. Doomscar Titan, pretty good.
Yeah, could just end a game outright.
Mm-hmm.
Grab
We may
that.
need to end up cutting maybe a Cinderheart or something. Oh, another Finn? Redundancy?
Two Finn.
Trick them into thinking we're a Death Touch deck. Hulk is okay. 4/4.
It is a giant.
Yeah. Well, it's also a 4-mana 4/4.
Yeah.
Just beef when you need beef.
You know, our 4 is kind of weak.
All right, let's get the 4-drop then.
That's more kind of like curving out. Oh, it's not terrible to draw late game, but we don't like need to take it to fill out a curve. It might still be the best card.
Hard to say. This with the pick is devastating.
Yeah,
That is true.
I mean, him on the ground as you're ramping can also be devastating.
I think we probably want the bear.
Get the burr. I think the Outrider is the elf on top of the bear, but
We'll grab the snake skin. Raven wings is a consideration.
I like some here. I prefer the first one of those over
Yeah.
random equipment.
Take the broken wings.
Yeah,
I'll take the Kennel Master.
I
I like wings.
like to keep our splashes tight. You know.
I mean, I think it's odd that you value this, but don't ever value that.
Well, because Hexproof counters a spell and makes your thing bigger and doesn't require it to, like, I don't know. Demonic Gifts is fine, but one, the difference between 1 and 2 mana is a lot.
Yeah.
And then 2, the Indestructible isn't always going to get you there, right? Hexproof just completely removes them from being able to hit your thing. Like, with Demon Gifts, you're often 1-for-1ing, whereas with Snakeskin, you can maybe get 2-for-1s, 3-for-1. It's like not that much better, but I think
Take the Recruiter, I think. Put it in the sideboard.
yeah, if we want to pivot a bit.
Neither are horrible.
Yeah. Just go the one that you like more.
Hey.
Yeah, we can make it. Ooh, baby. Another on-color saga.
So we don't have a sideboard, so this is pointless.
Yeah. It's also not, I think, wait, which one was that? Something Warning? The Ravens Warning?
Yeah.
Yeah, this
You
one's
get to-
not even, it's not even like Foretell. It's just flyers.
Yeah, and then you pull something from your sideboard.
Yeah.
So it's a best of 3 deck. Spirit's really good with replicating ring, and if we can get some snow, this is nuts. It also is ramp.
Yeah.
This is also good. This is also good. This is
The red
also
green one's the one that destroys the land and gives you a troll, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's decent. It's kind of like a free roll too in our deck.
We have snow, snow, snow. 3 sources of snow.
I kind of like the snow creature, that bear.
Yeah, this is really good. It's ramped as well.
I mean, I don't know. I think more often than not, you're going to play him and he's going to be a 1/4. And it's not ramp. It just puts it in your hand. And it's
Well, we
only...
get to search for a snow card land.
Yeah, of which we have one.
And then when you play it, it gets up to like a 2/4.
No, then it's a 1/4. We have one snow land in the deck.
Well, right now, we can draft more.
Is that really what you want to do in pack 3? Just pivot to one card?
Well, right now, we have 26 playable.
Sure. So why not take the land?
Some of our playables are bad. We can go here.
I don't know that it's wrong to take the bear. I just don't think it's this point. We're not like trying to force snow synergies just cause, you know. I'd rather take the free spell.
Well, we're not forcing it. I mean, we got a couple more lands. We have 5 snow.
What I'm saying is I don't think it's worth it to just put in a green deck. I think it wastes a card slot, you know.
If it comes back around, we'll pick it up.
All right, we'll go for this then, our pick.
Let's get that land that you have selected right now.
Okay.
I like the land. Ooh, feed the serpent. Oh, there's Avalanche Color. Oh, we should have been in snow. Look at all the good snow payoff. Look at the Necromancer and the Avalanche Collar. Oh my god.
And we should have gone black too.
We should have gone. Well, we have a little bit of black. Yeah, what's going isn't too bad here.
We also have the Shimmer Drift Veil, which is the fixer and a snowland.
Yeah,
That's true. I like that.
I mean, we already have the deck.
sure, but why not make it better?
Well, so I guess where do you think it's bad? I mean, it's.
I think the
curved.
Sentinel's kind of bad. I think if we
The
can
Sentinel?
cut the 1-drop.
Yeah.
Requires you to tap something to.
I can agree that this is a little bad for sure.
We can maybe cut like the giants. You can slim down our 3-drop slot to maybe one of the raiders, right? Like it's
Well,
just because
so-
the recluse will probably cut. Like I think just because we have the requisite number doesn't mean that we have to be happy with the deck. I'd rather take cards that are more likely to make the deck than random pick things up in case. What
I
is
guess
that?
there are only 2 colors.
And I don't think Shimmer Drift is that good in 2 colors either.
Yeah, that would be the only reason I would concede to this. I mean, we do have a splash of black.
Think of the dog.
Yeah, I got pup, fearless pup.
We could also just splash for the Necromancer.
We could also do another replicating ring.
It is still just a 4-mana 4/4. So here, that could be a plan. You pick up the Necromancer, you pick up a net replicating ring, and then run that as a win con. But then if they ever kill the Necromancer, you're just like, okay, well.
Well, we tried. I think we're pretty.
Oh, speculation. That's what I was looking for. Oh, another binding.
Yeah, I think that's a.
Oh, there's Behold there. Oh, Feed the Serpent's so sick, but it's double black.
What about that haste? The 3/2 haste? The Berserker?
Yeah, I'm looking.
I want it, but it's undisciplined. But taking stuff like Feed the Serpent can make this deck really powerful. Just like the more removal you pack in.
We're going to be splashing some black. We have 1, 2.
Yeah, but it's 2 pips, which means we want 6 sources of black probably. And we have like 1, 2, 3. You run 3 swamps, but then you cut down to 7/7 of your other colors. Maybe it's okay. It's just not ideal. Oh, Run Amok's a solid combat trick.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. We'll just take the combat trick here. Replicating ring, I think.
It's fun.
Yeah, that's good.
You could do snow covered forest or another mammoth growth. Did we pick a mammoth growth?
No, we didn't. We took the Necromancer that popped that.
The one that you can only use snow of any color. Or snow to cast spells of color. Path to the World Tree?
Exactly.
That's a fixer. Well, so I guess could actually activate it. It's not impossible to activate in our deck.
No.
I don't know that we need to jam it in our deck, but
What about the big dumb idiot?
We have so many big dumb idiots.
yeah, we have plenty of big dumb idiot. I
Yeah.
think. Oh, I was gonna say maybe Mammoth Growth instead, but Glimpse is sick, but we're not that giant heavy. Like it's really good if you just can guarantee yourself having a giant.
Add 2 mana of any one color and 2 mana of another color. Spend this mana only to cast creatures or enchantments. That's a
It is.
fixer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't see us running anything from this pack.
Me neither. You just grab an uncommon or something for
Yeah.
collection.
I'm going to go with the pick here.
Hello.
Another one.
Another ring? Or Mammoth Growth? I
don't think
the
we
first
won.
Mammoth Growth over a third ring,
Yeah.
but
Combat.
we may not make the cut. Oh, we have a second. We already have a Mammoth Growth. Oh my god.
Full run picks.
Yep.
The Berserker.
Can take skill.
Oh, it's going to be really good.
Yeah, if we have a black late game, yeah, that would be good.
I don't think we're running either of these.
Yeah, you could grab a Shackles if you're feeling spicy, but
We
Yes!
got the pup.
dog.
All right, so let's get the land out of here really quick. So we're trying to get this down to what, 23, 24 playables?
23. You don't want to cut to 16 lands when you have 6 drops and 7 drops.
Okay.
You
So-
might even want to run 18
We don't like that.
just for fixed colors.
We don't like this.
You could probably cut a main deck Broken Wings, although we don't have too much to deal with flying, so it might be fine to run one main board.
I don't think we have enough. Do we have enough snow to justify the Necromancer?
Well, so hover over. I think you can still spend your mana. Cast ice counters on them when you spend mana. Yeah, so it's still actually fine.
Okay.
Because if one replicating ring taps for any mana, and as a snow permanent it does, At his worst, he's a 4-mana 4/4, which I'm not broken up about.
Is the pick any color as well?
Pick is any color, yes.
Okay,
We
so
probably want to cut one of those though. We don't need 3. Maybe the Runa speed because we're not really running that much equipment.
Well, we're running as much equipment as we can. You just like we could go down on it, you know. So.
Well, if you want to run the pick, we can run the rune and then maybe cut one of the berserkers.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So, be careful not getting too
light. A little light on creatures. We have a 1/1 drop. We have.
I would cut the pup in this deck. We're not. That's not our game plan. Even if you suit up the dog, he's not. We'd rather be dumping our mana into ramping instead of beating the opponent in the face. A skull raid we probably is not powerful enough to splash for. How many cuts do we at? Your camera's blocking.
30 out of 40.
30. 7 cuts. Maybe the Cinderheart Giant and an Outrider. Or the Outrider. Because we have 5 drops covered. The U is toughness 6 or greater. Does that get this Titan? The Doomscar Titan? I don't think it does. We might want to actually cut the Titan for the Giant. Have the U be able to hit 2 different things.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
So we're at 27. We're pretty close here.
Yeah,
how many do we have to cut?
So we need 1 or 2 more. We're at 26.
Only need 1 fin? Or do we want to keep both fins as a defender, kind of?
If we're cutting a 2-drop, I would cut the Raider over Finn. Because the times when you would prefer to have a Death Toucher more than you prefer to have a 2/1.
So we have 3 2-drops. We definitely want to guarantee that there's something we can put the pick on.
Yeah.
I almost wonder if Snake Sin Veil's pretty damn good though. So we're at 25.
You can cut it. It's not like the most important card. I like having a copy because you can start playing around removal spells and all that.
Would we ever cut 1 replicating ring for a Path of the World tree since we're not super heavy in snow? It'd be worth cutting one.
I don't think we need to. Yeah.
So we're at 24 here.
Yeah, no, we want to run 17 though. 16 is if your curve stops at like 4 and maybe you have like 1 5-drop, not when we have 2 7-drop or 1 6-drop and a 7-drop.
But we also do have this ramp. We have Kaldheim pick.
Yeah, but it's a numbers thing, right? It's saying instead of drawing my 8th land by turn 12, I'm going to draw it by turn 16, and we may not have that time.
What about Squash?
I would keep as much removal as we can in this deck. I still kind of like cutting the Runa speed. I don't know. Yeah. It's like fine to put on a pick. Or I shouldn't say fine. It's a solid card to put on a pick, but I think for the most part, we're not like trying to slap I guess you could put it on something and swing.
I consider replicating ring mana. That's just me.
Yeah, but when you draw it and you don't have your 3rd land, it's nothing but a dead card in your hand, right?
Oh yeah, but I mean that's not accounting for the smoothing algorithm at all. Like it's.
Oh yeah, if we're assuming that we're correct about the.
Yeah.
Well, so I guess they've already confirmed that it gives you 2 different things, or it picks from 2 different. But if you want to run 16, we can run 16. I'm just saying the math does not support that as a decision usually.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to see if there's really a reason. Like we do want to care about lands, and I'm just looking here. We don't have a 1-drop, but whatever. We have to do on turn 2. We have a lot that we can do at turn 2. We have a lot we can do on turn 3. This could be foretold. We have some great stuff here. I think we're looking, right now we're at 23. So we could run 17. This is fine. Yeah. And getting a little land heavy is not horrible with something like Not Volt.
Wait, 17's the optimal amount.
Yeah. So then we got this.
I thought we still needed to make a cut.
What? No, we're at 23.
Oh, okay. Oh, I can't see the number. Your face is in front of it.
Oh, sorry.
This is high quality content.
Put in the lands.
Okay. Yep. So let's put in our lands here. So we're the majority green.
Yeah, we're heavy green.
And then we need some black though. A lot of the powerful stuff we want to do is with black.
I would say grab 2 swamps here.
Right now it auto did to 3. Or is that
so 3 is recommended for when you're splashing 1 pips. I think the math is like you want 3 if you want to be able to cast your splash spell by turn 6, which is fine. We do have Ring, Frost, and 2 Goldvein pigs, so I think that could make it so you run two swamps instead of 3. But honestly, they also count as colorless lands as well if we have enough green and red.
Okay, so I'm just putting this kind of in there so we can get the idea, right?
Yeah, I may cut like a swamp or a mountain for a forest, right?
So you said how many swamps are ideal? Because this is
Oh,
basically
you have 6 red
this is
sources.
the swamp. So that's 1, 2. We have 5 sources of swamp.
And
This
then the picks occasionally.
This also can. Well, no, it can't fix into a
You
swamp.
can- So with the 2 picks, the frost and the ring, that's why I was saying you could maybe cut down to 2 swamps, but at the same time, it's marginal. You definitely want a little more green, I think, because the Horizon Seeker will also help you fetch basics.
Swamp.
I would run 2 swamps, 5 mountains, so cut 1 swamp and 1 mountain and run 9 forests, because you have Horizon Seeker and Glittering Frost, which both require green to fix your mana.
Alright, so I think this makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the activation on the troll land? Is it heavier green or heavier red?
Sorry, what?
The bottom one, the troll land.
It's
heavier green. Okay, perfect.
So
yeah, I think. Oh, we also get another land. You could put a mountain back in or a forest if you're feeling it.
All right, I guess that'll be our deck.
All right.